So it's been a few months now since your win over Anderson Silva. What's next for you? Do you have any idea when you could be getting back in there, who the opponent can be, any of that stuff?
Yeah, so 2 days after my fight with Anderson, me and Dana White had a lengthy discussion on the phone, and obviously I told him, listen, I would love a title shot. You know, I pitched my case, if you will. I told him I deserve it. And he said, let's see how it all plays out. By that, he means let's see what happens with this title fight that's coming up between Weidman and Rockhold, and see if the landscape makes sense, I guess, after that fight. I think it does. I think I deserve a shot. I've been around the UFC. This is actually my 11th year in the organisation. I've been a perennial contender. I've won 4 out of my last 5. I hold a number of records in the UFC. I'm a recognisable face. And I'll beat either of those guys on my night. I know I will. And not just that, I'll sell the fight. You know, I will get people interested in this. And I feel I deserve it. And Dana didn't disagree with anything that I said. So we'll see. A number of months have passed since that fight now, and the UFC haven't been in touch with a different fight. So, you know, I'm hoping that is going to be my next fight. I really am. I know Yoel Romero was probably due to be next in line, but shame on him. He failed a steroids test, and he's serving a suspension right now. So that takes him out of the running. Well, I just beat Anderson Silva. I know that had Anderson beaten me, he would have got the next title shot. So I think it's only fair that I get the same prize. So that's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully I'll hear something soon from the UFC. And right now I'm just trying to stay in shape, work on my strength, keep my weight down, and nail my role in Triple X.
And as you mentioned, you know, you feel you're one of the only clean guys out there. Do you feel like the reputation, the amount of time you put into the UFC also, and, you know, the Anderson Silva win, the wins before that, is what gives you that resume for the title shot over some of these other guys out there? Yeah,
listen, when I say I feel like I'm only one of those things, don't take those words too literally. Of course, there's many, many clean athletes competing in the UFC, and I know for a fact, you know, the guys, there's other guys in the top 10. That was just a nice line for me to say there. You know, as I said earlier, I feel I deserve this. Of course, I'm one of the longest tenured athletes in the UFC. I'm almost at the record for having the most fights in the UFC. I've got the most middleweight wins in the history of the organisation. I've landed the most significant strikes in the history of the organisation. People know who I am. I can sell a fight. I deliver each and every time. I bring excitement. I get the crowd invested. And I know I can compete with these guys. Add to that the fact I've won 4 out of my last 5. The only loss coming to the current champion under mitigating circumstances where he headbutted me and blood was causing a factor with my vision. And then on top of that, you know, I just beat Anderson Silva. You put all these things together, you know, come on, there's a storyline there. I'm one of the only clean guys in the company. I've never failed a test. A lot of these legends and so-called pioneers are failing tests left, right and centre. As I said a moment ago, you put all these things together, I think that states a very good case for my long overdue title shot.
Perfect. And last thing on that front, you know, that fight is UFC 199. It's taking place kind of in your hometown over there in LA. I'm assuming you'll be in attendance and you'll be watching that fight very closely.
I would love to be in attendance, and my son would love to be in attendance because he said, obviously, you know, Dad, are we going to go to that fight? Unfortunately, I'm working, well, not unfortunately, I'm very happy to be working for Fox, so I won't be in attendance, but I will be paying very close attention, of course, and I'll be giving my 2 cents on Fox Sports 1.
And you'll be at the desk, and I'm sure you'll be able to greet the winner of that fight face to face and deliver your message then, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Well, when have I ever disappointed in throwing myself into the conversation?
Perfect. Thank you so much for the time, Michael. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.